Bro. Bro.
Yeah.
Which one be easier, back flip or a front flip?
Hold on. Front flip.
Back flip easier, cuz.
You trying to do some like science stuff to figure it out?
I ain't trying to, but we could.
All right, bet.
My name is Khalil Adams,
My name is Davion Smith.
and today we're gonna be teaching you guys, or matter of fact, let me rephrase those words.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
We're gonna be figuring out whether a front flip or a back flip is easier. These are hardcore facts, my guy.
What?
But first we gotta understand what it is we're gonna be doing. So, with that being said, we're gonna be teaching each section while also figuring out which one is safest and the easiest to do. First, we start off with the front flip. If you don't know what one is, you're gonna go ahead and roll the clip of us doing some front flips. Roll the clip.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
No.
All right, clips over. Now we know what one is. We're gonna teach you guys how to do one. All right, let's get into it. All right, let's go ahead and get right into it. So, first thing you need to know about a front flip is it's a forward rotation while your body is suspended in the air. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna teach you guys how to actually begin this rotation. We can start off with something simple like a regular front roll. That is really what the motion is going to be. You're going forward, your body's coming over. Now, what you want to end up doing is adding something that is called a tuck. A tuck is when you add your knees and you want to kick them up as fast as you can while crunching your body up as far as you can. Want to do it again? Boom. Get the knees all the way up in there. Wow. So, the front roll, next to tuck, you look something like this. Now that is the front tuck. Fairly simple, fairly easy to do. Well, it's not the front tuck, but that's the front roll, which will help you learn the front tuck. You want to be able to get used to doing things like this, so that way it's a lot easier for you to learn these rotations and learn how to do things. So what we're going to do next, we're going to add, now we're going to learn how to jump and tuck. This will help you with the transitioning and going over, because you want to be able to have height when you're doing these front flips so you're not landing on your back or anything. So come here, jump up, and you're going to tuck, right? Boom, just like that. Do it again. You want to get used to getting your body up into the air and tucking as hard as you can. The more you're able to do it, the easier it's going to be when it comes to the rotation phase. Something to keep in mind, when you're doing the front flip or the front tuck and you bring these into your chest, you'll actually begin to rotate a lot faster than if you were like here. So it's always best to tuck in as hard as you can when doing these flips. So one more time, tuck, jump up, the knees coming into your chest. You want to be able to hold it for the duration of the flip. Now that we have those parts completed, basically what we're gonna do now is called a handstand, or well, it's like doing a handstand, but we're just gonna use our hands and roll right over into our backs. So we come here, just like that. So before we started here, and we're rolling now, we're starting more standing up, and we're just gonna roll into it. Step back. And as you can see, when I'm going in, I'm tucking my chin into my chest. This also helps with the rotation, and also when we're doing these rolls, it keeps you from hitting your head when you're coming over. All right, here, over, boom. Now that we have that part figured out, what you want to be able to do is tuck hard enough to where you can stand all the way up back on your feet. All right? Here, boom, up, all the way up. You want to bring yourself in hard. That's exactly what you're going to be doing in the front foot. Coming here, you're going to bring yourself in as fast and as hard as you can. Keep it very tight package. All right? Here, round. Now, add the knees in a little more. Here. See? Now that we have the rotation, it's time to do the actual flip. All right. So when you're actually attempting a front flip, it's best to have something like one of these. It's a mat. It makes everything a lot safer, and it makes you feel safer when using one of these things. So definitely do that. So now that we're gonna try the actual flip, when you're running, don't be the guy who just thrusts himself forward. You're gonna wanna do that, but that's actually a lot more dangerous than making sure you jump and bring your knees in. Remember, like I said, jump up and knees in. Also remember to tuck your head forward. So when you're going for the run, you're going to want to boom, up here, lean yourself forward, tuck your chin in, bring your knees in, and come all the way around. And this is what the end product will look like.
Finish him!
It's a little sloppy, but as you can see, I came in, I tucked my knees in, and I made sure I land. Now, when you're in the air for the flip, you want to make sure that when you see, as soon as you see the ceiling, start to let go of that tuck. If you hold on to it, you'll overshoot and you'll land flat on your face. So you want to make sure that you let go of the tuck as soon as you see the ceiling. All right? We're gonna have a couple different clips of what flips don't look good versus the flips that do look good. All right, and all right, so that'll do it for us, and let's go ahead and get on to the next segment.
Khalil,
What?
you forgot to tell them how it's easier and safer.
Oh, snap. That is the purpose of our video, ain't it? All right, well, to start, front flip can be easier than a back flip because our bodies are a lot used to going in a forward motion rather than a backward motion. Whenever you see somebody who's going backwards, they usually try to tuck themselves to bring themselves forward. While when you're going forward, you can just simply reach your hands out. No biggie. It's a lot easier, and it feels a lot safer to do a front flip when you're going forward in the motion.
But the main thing with doing a flip is you have to be committed to do it. Because that's the only way you're going to hurt yourself, is if you don't fully commit to actually flipping.
Yes, so always make sure that whenever you're attempting any of the things that you see in this video today, commit fully, bring yourself all the way into it, because if you go into it and you stop halfway there,
you can get hurt, of course. We all know that. But one thing that you want to understand is that when you're doing the front flip, the thing that sets it apart from the back flip is that your body is more used to you going forward because of the fluids in your head. Your fluids in your head, whatever you want to call it, are more not used to you going backwards, thus you turning to your side each time if you ever done a backflip or attempted it. It's because your body is not used to you going backwards. You're not balanced. Your body is not naturally balanced in that way as it is forward. Going forward, the only thing that would probably scare you is when your head tucks under. But once you get from that part, it's really just safe from there. Of course, everybody knows you just open your body up, which is something that you want to make sure that you're able to be able to do. I don't know what I just said there, but basically with the front flip, it's a lot easier and a lot safer because your body is more used to yourself going forward. That's something that you want to be able to take away from this, is that it can be a lot easier and safer because of how your body naturally is versus the backflip. Your body isn't naturally used to you going in a backwards rotation type of motion, which makes it a lot easier to learn. So when you learn it, you're able to do it a lot faster and a lot easier than a backflip. With backflip, your body has to adjust to it. Your mind or the fluids in your head have to get used to you going in that backwards rotation versus the front flip, where it's a lot easier because your body is more used to you going forward, whether it's you due to various things in life, whether that's falling asleep on the bed or falling face first, or a lot of times when we trip forward, and so we're a lot used to just putting our feet out in front of us, which is also makes it a lot easier. Your body you'll feel way more safe keep going up and over rather forwards than up and over backwards. So yeah, that's something that you want to be able to make sure you know.
Okay, now that you guys know about front flips, we're going to teach you about back flips. But if you don't know what a back flip is, we're going to roll some clips to show you some examples.
Roll the clip! Roll the clip!
Shoot up.
Yeah. Right there. Yeah.
Alright. The first thing to a backflip you want to do is make sure that you jump as high as you can and shoot your arms straight up. And while you're shooting straight up, also look up with your hands to follow. So it'll go like this. And the second thing you want to do is make sure you tuck. But when you tuck, make sure you bring everything in like this. So you jump and then tuck. So just shoot your knee straight to your chest.
Also, take notice how when he's in the air, he's tucking in extremely hard. You want to tuck in as hard as you can and make sure your chin gets down into your chest. That way it helps your rotation go by faster, as he says in the video. You also want to just make sure that when you're tucking in, you just really close yourself in hard, because if you don't, it does obviously mess with your rotation, which in turn can cause you to not be able to spin as fast, and that's where things that you don't want to happen might actually end up happening, and that's all because you're not tucking in. So that is a very vital point, something that you want to make sure that you are taking care of when you're doing the backflip, is to make sure you bring your knees up to your chest and get your chin into your chest as well, and just tuck in hard in order to get yourself around. Well, that's when you're in the air.
And shoot your hands straight to your knees. So it's straight, like this. Another example. And then you want to make sure that you jump straight up and not all the way back. So if you jump farther back, that's going to make you spin like way more slower than if you're jumping straight up. Also, if you jump backwards while doing a backflip, you'll lose a lot more height than what you could be getting if you're going straight up. All right. All right.
Just go. I got a lot of space on my phone. Go.
All right. Now that we know the basics to how to do a backflip, I'm gonna break it down in detailed sections. Okay. The first thing you want to do is start off on the ball of your foot. All right. Now that we know how to.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man? Bro, I'm out, man.
When you actually swing your arms, make sure you're looking forward, because if you look to the right, you're gonna flip to the right. If you look to the left, you're gonna flip to the left. So, jump and your tuck. When you tuck, you wanna also be looking backwards and not down, because that will also help with your spin. So when you go, and look back.
Pick up the phone. Bro, why won't he just answer the phone? Like, hello? Bro, you didn't explain how it's supposed to be easier and safer. Like, come on, man. Yes, bro, that's the entire point of what we're doing, bro. Yeah, so just like, let the folks know real quick how it's easier and safer, and then, yeah, and then we gonna be, then it's chill. Alright, cool. I expect to see. If you don't, then stuff gonna happen. I don't know. Alright. Yeah, I was trying to get my shoe on. All right, bye. Goodness.
Me, personally, I think backflips are way easier and safer than front flips, because when you're doing a backflip, you can look at the ground and use your hands as support if you think you're not about to land it. But with a front flip, there's nothing else you can do but just land on your back. Plus, a backflip is way more easier motion because your legs are just jumping over your body. But with a front flip, you basically have to reverse that and have your legs like fold over your upper body, which is way harder. But yeah, I think backflips are just way more easier and way more safer.
Are y'all ready?
I got you.
What's safer, easier, a front flip or a back flip?
A backflip.